They so somebody Joan, you said this was an average dating sim?
No, it's it's kind of a below average dating. Okay, from this point you want to start clicking on Galaga for all the options.
Gotcha.
Usually, I'm assuming to be dinner that you haven't played dating sims, given our conversation. So long story short,
I don't know. I've seen like GIF loops of porn. Does that? I've seen the.
It brings you rather close, though. I have to admit.
I've seen the Retsu Parray of Meat and Fuck Kingdom.
Closer, closer.
Closer. Okay, so the gist of a typical dating sim is that you play a character, male or female, whatever, usually a dude, and you go to school, you raise your stats, so like intelligence, charisma, fortitude, whatever. And then you can pick between like anywhere between 2 to 6 or 7 girls, each with different personalities, and you have to talk to them and buy them gifts and do stuff that fits with their personality, blah blah blah, take them on dates, whatever. And then usually the end result is you have a romance with them, and that's pretty much the whole game. This is along those lines, but it's actually a sort of lesser version of it because you're not building up stats, you're not really making a lot of choices. Usually with the visual novels, you have like different paths depending on choices, like, oh, should I go to class or should I do this? And if you do class, you'll meet a character. If you don't, you'll meet a different character or do something else. There's no choices here. This game is very, very linear. So that's why at the beginning I was like, no matter what character you romance, it's pretty much the same story throughout, and that's what it is. So it's not even really a proper quote-unquote dating sim.
Hold on. You can choose not to go to class, but learning's fundamental.
If you want to be a bad boy, you can skip class.
Education's a tune we can all dance to.
I, too, chose in high school not to go to class, and you see what wonderful things it led me to doing now.
Yeah, I slept through most of junior and senior year, or was high. So, now I'm watching Namco High. So
you can see where life choices led us.
Yeah, I feel that's the strongest PSA I can give. God damn it, Donko, you shouldn't exist! Salmon Pants Guy, you're on my list too, but at least you have, like, arms and, like, a defined organ system. Galaga Ship I'm okay with, strangely. That might be hypocritical of me.
It's Galaga. I mean, we all know why we're here.
Okay, why is Salmon Pants Weasley trying to summon a Hellmouth? Okay, Galaga Ship has a pixelated script. That's alright. That's pretty fucking cute.
That is cute.
Okay, all right. We're trying. So there's no real talking. There's just reading.
Pretty much, and like Joan had said, in a normal visual novel, you'd have a lot of ways to interact in different ways, and perhaps you might even like do things like fight or take classes or things along those lines. This doesn't seem to be quite that.
So in a game that's not this one, you would have to like pass a quiz or punch a dude.
Yeah.
Roughly.
Okay, I'm still kind of baffled by. I'm kind of offended that an entire genre of games has slipped by me.
But you're also sort of happy that it was that one?
Well, I guess so. I don't know. I'm trying not to judge it right off the bat. But if what Joan is saying about it is true, I do have several questions, perhaps bordering on the crass.
And the dating sims are actually relatively popular in Japan, especially because a lot of Japanese people will say that I don't have the time for a real relationship, but I can put like 5 hours into this and be done and get roughly the same feeling, which, no, but, good luck out there in the real world.
Well, hold on, was that an actual justification, or were you making a joke?
That's actually a for real thing. I've read some studies before, and Japan is actually fairly into the dating sims. and that was the primary reason listed when surveyed. Was that dating real world women takes time.
No.
Well, yes. I mean, that's accurate.
Yeah, there's work involved, but...
I think you're missing the forest for the trees in this whole relationship thing. Yes, there's time involved. However, there's also, human interaction and interpersonal growth and other things.
Yeah, you get to learn more about yourself and other people and anatomy. And anatomy is the fun part.
Yeah, I mean, there's that. I don't know. I just don't know about that. All right, Joan, come on, come. Can you step to bat for the genre of games? Because right now, number one, Rex is no longer staring at his slacks, which I'm super stoked about. Like, we've moved on from slacks to what appears to be tile of floor 2 feet in front of him. Which is progress. I'm going to say that's growth.
He's pretty happy about that floor, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so Joan, come to bat for dating sims. What are there good ones and bad ones, or is there?
Well, there's plenty of bad ones. The problem, okay, I'm gonna admit that I have played a couple of them. It's difficult enough finding a dating sim that's good. It's more difficult finding a dating sim that lets you be a female protagonist. They exist, but they're very hard to find. Yeah, 'cause most of it's. I'm sorry, go ahead.
So it skews towards dudes.
Yeah.
I guess
yeah, largely skewed towards dudes.
Shouldn't be surprising, given typical video game.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
There is a company whose name I am trying to think of right now, Hanako Games, I believe, who makes dating sims and similar types of games for women. And I've played a couple of them, and they're nice, but it's more of a fun diversion. If you have an hour or so of free time just to mess around, and if you're heavy into characterization and not so much into gameplay, then I'd say give it a try. It's worth, like I said, a couple hours of play. It's not really a genre that I can recommend, to a wide variety of people, only because it's really not engaging. It's not what you call an actual game. You don't there's no camera controls. You don't fight bosses. You don't really have any other goal aside from pursuing a relationship or doing whatever the overarching goal is. Maybe either make it through college or be a detective or whatever the situation is. But it's a fun way to kill time. And like I said, it's all about characterization. So you have dudes who are the beautiful Bishonen, I guess, have stoic dudes, and you have nerdy dudes, and obviously it's flipped if you play as a dude. So it's that's really I can't defend it. Is where I'm getting.
No. I mean, because what I'm seeing here, there's a defense for almost all genres. I don't like Meat and Fuck Kingdom, but Red Pare's Meat and Fuck Kingdom, hilarious.
Oh, absolutely.
Couldn't have existed without the Meat and Fuck series. But
Plus,
this is relatively charming. It's now that the guy stopped trying to burn holes into his own pants. The story is as much as I've been able to catch. Our kid is probably the single most awkward individual in the universe.
Just a bit.
But his eyes keep doing something that kind of terrifies me. And I can see the idea of the focus on the story. I think about the Mass Effect games. Literally, if the whole game was me just occasionally hitting a button to get to the next conversation, I'd still kind of dig it. It's sometimes you just want a story, and that's fine.
Yeah, Mass Effect is a good kind of balance between getting to know your teammates and having conversation with them, and also having really good gameplay, really good storyline outside of the characters. And I think there's something to be said if you just, want to sit down with, like, your laptop or your tablet or whatever, and then just play a game that's just all story or characterization based. But, it's really hard to defend it. Like, for example, Steam has Greenlight, and Hanako Games released a couple of their games on Steam. They were like, they want to get a wider audience, they want to be able to better distribute it because they're an independent company. And a lot of the comments were negative because they were like, the comments were basically on the lines of, this is a piece of shit, this isn't really a real game, why am I paying money for this, da-da-da. So people get very, very hostile when it comes to these types of games, which I never understood. Like, if you don't like it, don't play it. Like, I don't understand the vitriol that's behind it. But, it's really hard to defend it.
That seems to have done super well for me in the Call of Duty series. I haven't played it. And, so far that's working great.
Exactly.
I feel great. My skin's cleared up. I don't feel so jingoistically racist. It's working like a charm.
See, here's where I get double awkward because I actually liked Modern Warfare 1 and 2.
And that's, but you've seen Ghosts. Like, I'm not.
Oh no! I refuse to go anywhere near Ghosts.
Okay.
Like
I understand. And it's sort of like, you look back in Halo, like, you look back at the original Halo game, and you can see why it's a big deal, or why it was a big deal. You could reasonably explain to someone why. But now you look at it, and it's just kind of quaint. It's just kind of neat, kind of fun.
Well, working in dialogue trees in the games has really become more of a thing now, so I think people are a little bit more willing to sit back, listen to what's going on, and kind of be into what the people are actually about these days, rather than it was when Mass Effect 1 came out.
I feel as if I shouldn't like be so mean to the Call of Duty series because it's popular, and but if people get offended by that at least means they've watched, right?
Yeah,
so,
sure. Well, as far as I'm concerned, here's the thing about Call of Duty, at least Modern Warfare. I've played 1 and 2, I really enjoyed it, the single-player campaigns. And I get so much shit from my friends because I told them that I play and that I have, Modern Warfare. It's easy to see the really negative minority of players who are like, 12 or 18 who are just, calling each other faggots and this and that back and forth. It's really obnoxious. It's really easy to see that. But if you move past that and you play some of the single-player stuff, it's actually kind of interesting and Tom Clancy, jingoistic.
I'm sorry.
Oh, the wig. What about the wig?
I'm sorry, Joan. You were saying something constructive.
Yeah, and
The Galaga wig happened. So
we've been sidetracked by Galaga Wig with the sparklies.
Is it sidetracked, or has Galaga Wig brought us back on track?
Okay, can I ask, are those sparklies diegetic? Like, is the wig actually sparkling, or are we seeing this from Rex's perspective?
I think it's Rex's perspective.
Well, who wouldn't be dazzled by such a ship and such a wig?
I've never seen a ship in a wig before, but now I want to Google some things after we get done here tonight. I'm not saying.
I'm Googling them as we speak.
Spaceship, wig, sparkle. Done.
Wow, that was a lot less pornographic than my search.
Are we surprised?
Holy
No,
crap.
we're not.
Holy crap, it exists.
What?
Oh, my sweet God.
What?
Can you
Oh,
go
man.
into the Google Hangout chat and
I don't think I can. Because I am a God-fearing man. And while
I'm
not
a pagan.
religious,
It's okay. Hand it over.
while not religious, I'm pretty sure this is send me to hell worthy.
What have you found, TV Dinner? What delightful.
I can't really explain it. It appears to be some of the Galaga aliens doing something very inappropriate with what I hope is suntan lotion. Some female that I don't quite recognize, what with all the suntan lotion everywhere. She seems rather surprised by it. Consent is in question at this point. Which is just not okay. Okay, well, that happened. Oh my.
Okay, so
That is
Galaga
not-
Ship is worried about being catered to because she's a popular ship at school, right? So,
It's Galaga Ship a
category-
Galaga's a popular ship that everybody loves.
Pretty much.
With a
Oh.
beautiful, luxurious wig.
Oh, Galaga Ship, thank you for centering me. You, Galaga Ship in a wig, you are my anchor in the storm. Against horrifying things the internet has done.
Can we just go play Galaga now? I just kind of want to go play Galaga and just destroy everything.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm about 5 Atari millipede minutes away from hanging myself. Dig Dug, no one invited you. And you're what I assume is a bug sprayer. For school spirit! Rex.
Oh god, we must face the ultimate double detention.
I'm pretty sure I was in a band in 7th grade called Double Detention. We thought it was pretty bad. Twice as bad.
Was that
no!
Suddenly King!
was that half or twice as good as the after dinner mints?
It wasn't even like a 17th as good as the After Dinner Men's.
Fair enough.
The After Dinner Men's are the greatest band to happen to music since ears were invented.
But then came
King's
Bald
ears,
Evil
I
Mega
should be
Tits.
able-
Go.
I should be able to see King's face inside that cheetah mask.
You'd think.
Jaguar face.
Somewhere back there beyond the mouth region, you should see something back there.
Yeah, seriously. Not just more mouth. That's horrifying. Okay, and I left horrifying internet thing up on my other monitor. Well,
You've already ruined yourself now. I mean, why stop at this point? See how far the rabbit hole goes, TV dinner.
I don't want to. Rabbit holes are tiny. They make me feel fat. Oh.
There
Oh,
is
man.
nothing I like about this picture whatsoever. Or maybe get more attention for it.
Man, Galaga Ship, you know how to speak to the heart of things, man.
Galaga
Okay, hold
Ship
on.
is
She's
a
a
feel.
sensitive soul.
Have we gotten a gender for Galaga Ship yet?
No.
Whoa, hold on. Have we gotten a gender for ourselves?
And this is no, but it's meant to be kind of. I got really thrown off by that.
Whoa! Get up! Get up, Richard Miller. Do not be that low. We already had enough slack problems. We've had enough trouser issues.
There he
Now,
goes.
you tell me- Thank you.
He's really cognizant of our worries and concerns here, so I really gotta say I like Richard Miller here.
Joan, you're more of a Time Crisis fan. Is Richard Miller blue gun or pink gun?
Blue gun, I believe.
Awesome. He has a blue notebook. That is continuity at work.
It all works together. Brings me a little bit of spirit.
Does anyone else think she looks like a bizarro version of a hipster?
A
Like
little bit.
like somebody
Yeah.
inverted the colors
Yeah.
on a hipster and sent her to fight hipster woman?
I would be down to watch that so much.
It's just Terezi and some chick from the local bar throwing PBRs. And no, not okay, not all right.
It's millipede all over again.
Literally, it looks like somebody at Pixar A was a sociopath and B was haunted, and that's what was created. Put that thing down. I swear to God.
It's
You
not
should
even
be
a.
allowed to have that. You should not be allowed to have crayons. You should not be able to have anything that's vaguely phallic, Mr. Drill. Oh Jesus. Oh God.
Can we talk
God,
to
all
Jane next?
things.
Ah.
I wish all these things back. This is not okay. Okay, no.
No.
Somehow worse. Now I know he has teeth. Oh god, that means he consumes things like flesh. Oh god, no, this is worse. Now I know his mouth gets huge, like a paper.
Oh. What do we want to go?
Jane.
Okay.
Galaga.
Let's hear from Jane. Howdy.
Okay,
Talk
all right. So far, things with Jane seem to be going well.
She seems a little bit more normal.
She looks like. Does anyone remember Maniac Mansion?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
She looks like Bernard's cousin. Like she looks like
Jeez.
Bernard. Bernard had to like sneak into a lady's house. Which I'm gonna be honest. My genitals are all the way down for. It's like kind of chubby, nerdy, kind of dude, kind of lady. Yeah, I'm down. I'm
All right.
with this.
Have we spoken to Dave Sprite yet?
I don't know if we have. We'll talk to Dave Sprite after this.
What game is this lady from? Because she looks like she's just from Starbucks.
It's a good question.
Jackie?
Yeah.
She's from... Shit, give me a minute. Wonder Momo.
Oh. Wonder Momo.
Wonder Momo.
I don't think that those words you used were actual words.
I promise they are.
Wonder Momo is a game. It actually wasn't that bad. Kind of a little bit confusing, but...
So, I mean, was it a game like Wrestle Ball?
It was a side-scroller, and it wasn't that bad. Oh, so Dave Sprite is the fourth wall breaker of the game, huh?
Yeah, he's very meta. If you were to have spoken to him from the beginning, he basically just explains that he breaks the fourth wall and he shows you how to get to the quote-unquote ending, and he just confuses your character.
Ah, okay. So who is he within the Homestuckian? Because I'm guessing he's a Homestuck.
Oh, Christ.
Okay, dude. No.
Explanation.
No.
No, Kite has been a friend of mine for nearly a decade. Do not do this, dude. His fucking nose will start bleeding around like the third Colonel Sprite.
Yeah, let's just he's an important character in the series, and that's really all you need to know.
Yeah, people have tried to get me into the Homestuck like multiple times, and every time I'm like, this is
No.
really long and confusing. And they're
No,
like, but
no,
it gets
just-
more long
okay.
and confusing.